the voice. What is knowledge exactly? Like we often talk about knowledge. Is it a fixed definition, or knowledge is different for everyone? So that's my only question. Anyone?
Teachers, plus please respond. Then
Anyone
only
can
this session
put
will
in the
become
chat box.
active.
Yeah, I know this is
Quick,
Saturday
quick.
morning. I absolutely congratulate all the people who are here, and consistently I've always wondered, uh, knowledge is something which makes us being human. Okay. Anything that makes us human, that we learn, that help us to become a human is knowledge. Okay. Good. Anybody else? What is knowledge? Knowledge in the 21st century. What was knowledge? Some during the time of Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, what was knowledge? And today, what is knowledge? And tomorrow, what is going to be knowledge? Is it going to be different, or it's going to be same? Or is it knowledge based on individuals? Is it like it's based on the individual that from individual to individual it is going to differ? Actually speaking, no. Knowledge is that exactly I got the right answer. Knowledge is something which makes us human, which makes us to know this world, live correctly in this world in a global way. Yeah, always. So it helps us to be absolute ideal human being. All that is needed looks like knowledge. Yeah. So knowledge in 21st century, in every century, that's fine. But why 21st century? We have this huge knowledge pouring information. Yeah, AI, technology, things which we have come across earlier, some years back, some 2 3 decades before, we used to hear of Superman or Iron Man or a Spider-Man climbing, things like that. But in every time, even those times, knowledge has always been the superpower. So knowledge is not in flying or being becoming invisible or having a super strength. That's not a knowledge. Knowledge helps us to change lives, build nations, solve problems, and create big opportunities. Yeah. If someone gave you 1 million rupee today, will you not be happy? Yeah. Yes or no? If someone gave you 1 million rupee, it will be very happy. Yeah. So I see some chance leads to knowledge is something which leads to success here and the hereafter life. Understand something good. Okay. So if someone gives you 1 million rupees, will we not be happy or not? We will be, anyone will be very happy. But if someone teaches us how to earn 1 million every year, so what is the difference does it make? It's a huge difference. That's why we have a Chinese proverb saying, give a man a fish and make him a slave. You give him a fish every day, he will become a slave. He will come every day at your doorstep looking for the fish. But teach him how to fish, he will become a free man. Teach him how to fish, he may turn out to be a huge businessman. So that's a big difference. That's how what knowledge plays. Yeah, money may disappear, but knowledge, that's something which stays with us. And knowledge is something which keeps on producing results throughout our lives. It's not one exam pass and we got a mark and that's the certificate we got it. It's not going to be that way. For example, I can two professors. A professor went to meet his master, and both were talking. And the master started pouring tea in his teacup, and it got filled. And again, he was pouring and pouring. And the professor said, "Sir, this cup is full. Now it's overflowing on the table." Now that's how the master said, "Yes. Now your cup, your mind is full of the thought that I know. Your mind is full with the thought that I know. So there is no place for new things to come inside. So the one thing which makes the if you have the feeling that I know I've known enough, I've got a good experience, that my experience is enough. Let's stop here, then it stops there. Immediately it stops there. It'll absolutely stop learning. Knowledge stops there. Experience is good, but learning makes it more valuable. Yeah. Or else stop learning, even that gained experience may become rotten. So experience is good, but continuous learning is something very, very, very useful. And that's how we keep our knowledge. Some 20, 30 years back, if students wanted to know something, they will go to libraries, they will take some encyclopedia, and they look for books. They'll go to probably libraries, big famous libraries, and they used to go through and jot down points and things like that. And they were fond of many big libraries. Yeah, and they used to look for ones. In Chennai, we have a Kanimara, we have the Anna Centenary Park Library, wonderful one. You should visit that place, really huge and very interesting one. So, but nowadays, what has happened? Knowledge is flowing. Information is there. In fact, there's too much of information everywhere. But what we have to teach the students, we only have to teach them how to think, how to question, how to form the right question, how to verify facts, and how to use knowledge responsibly. That's very, very important. How to use knowledge responsibly. Knowing is not enough. Knowing to use it correctly is than more important. So just knowing alone doesn't make us enough. Yeah, so we have to teach the students how to, whatever AI comes today or in future, teachers cannot be replaced. Because let me just check how many of us we are here around. I think around how many of us here. Hmm, how many of us have learned from uh, so many YouTube channels, so many free education channels are there. Among who we are here, let us be very honest and let us say, yes, sir, from the YouTube channel, free channel, I have learned this skill, even from Java, AI, machine learning, language, whatever it is, whatever field, yeah, cooking, or all related to your teaching. How many of you said that, yes, out of this free thing, I have done it. I'm free. Can anyone say that? Yeah. Uh, I'm sorry, someone at the door. Okay. Then let us be frank. How many of us can say, yes, I've done a complete free YouTube course or free courses that's available. Yeah, in MOOC, MOOCs, so many courses I've learned fully. Free videos from free YouTube videos. I've completed learning the skill. How many of us? That we are all teachers. Let's just see. Can any one of us say that completely have learned this complete skill I've made? Java, C++. I'm just saying, for example, Java. A little bit learning how to teach algebra in a different way, how to teach history in an interesting way, or any course which was there. I've learned it free. It was available free. I've fully done it. I've learned it. I'm using it. How many of you see? So information is available, but none of us have done it. None of us have completely start to end. We have not done fully, and we have said that, yeah, I can learn this. Now I'm at it. I finished learning it. Very hardly, very rarely. Uh, in all my years of almost 10 years of visiting Goel Publishers is the only guys who publish foreign books from the whole of India. It's there near Gemini flyover down. Yeah, Goel Publishers. They're the ones for publishing French books. So when we French books and all books, French, Japanese, German, whatever language related you want to learn, all foreign books are available there. Nowhere else it will be available. Maybe on Amazon otherwise. So I went there once for buying books for my library, for my college library. But only once, many times you meet people who are learners, beginners, year one, year two, beginning. Only once met one girl from Madurai village, from a village near Madurai. She was looking for B1 level book. And me and my friend, my colleague has gone and we were conversing in French. We were just talking in French. So she was trying to interrupt, Bonjour, monsieur. And I says, how are you? Sir, you are professors, right? Like, and she started interacting. Then we learned how good do you speak French? How, where did you learn? Did you go to Alliance Français here in in Chennai? We have in many places we have. So how did you learn? You speak so good. What I She said, sir, I've done A1, A2 exam, international exam conducted by the French government. I passed it fully looking at the YouTube. No one. She wasn't even half year modern dressed up like a very normal girl, very girl. And she has done A1, A2. Only one person I've met in all my life. And actually speaking, that encouraged me. Wow, see, a girl from a village, she learned French, learning a foreign language, pronunciation and all that needs a lot of human interaction. Somehow she has done it. She was able to talk to us. Yeah. So it's a surprising. So very rarely. So in spite of us saying knowledge is everywhere, we can see in our own example, we have not done any course, we have not done it. See, facts will be forgotten, but the teacher who taught, who encouraged, will never ever be forgotten, will be remembered. So you think like, so yes, knowledge is available, knowledge. So we teachers, we should have picked up, by this time so much from the free sources. MOOC is the forget about MOOC, even in YouTube, so many things, so many good things I've done. So we are not even, I have not done it fully. I'm very strangely interested in computers. So I'm doing a course with Udemy. I'm learning it. Yeah. And see, you may attend a workshop, you pay money and do some courses for 6 months or 1 year. And there are courses available for 10 days and they give you a certificate. You learned it because you paid money, you wanted a certificate, you want to be produced, went and sat and did everything, answered the question, did all the project. That's different. But on your own, so many things are available on YouTube and other medias. And how we have learned, not learned anything. Yeah. So what we understand that even though knowledge is available, see, when our case is this one, this is our case. Teachers, we are not even done something benefited completely from the technology. Think about the students, how they will benefit, how they know what to benefit. They need pure guidance. They absolutely need, they absolutely need guidance. So how will they learn? How will they learn it? So we need to guide them. So there's no use saying, knowledge is available, students will learn. No, they are not. They are into entertainment. Most of them, 99.5% of them, 99.8% of them are into entertainment. They're not into learning constructive things. Yeah, they're spoiling their minds. In fact, there's something called, in Instagram, there are videos for 30 seconds. There are video for 60 seconds is 1 minute. Yeah? You keep on scrolling the video. Yeah, when you keep on scrolling. For every 30 seconds, a video comes. So I listen to one psychologist. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Every 30 seconds, your mind keeps on changing. Your emotional IQ, one sad video, happy video, something about Delhi that happened, so with the someone funny, then this, then that, then something interesting, blah, 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 every 30 seconds. So when you keep watching 30 seconds, every 30 seconds, reduce the volume. Every 30 seconds, what happens? Every 30 seconds, your mind keeps on, emotion keeps on jumping, the nerve becomes happy, sad, serious, blah. Mind keeps on changing. And they say the nerves become loose. They're not able to be stable. They're not able to pay attention, stably think something. or sit and think for some time. So it is very high that I think you all would have gone many workshops you attended. You would have know always we talk about many C's in every speech, every motivational speech. 4 C's they say like critical thinking, creativity, communication, and collaboration. Critical thinking, creativity, communication. These 4 things. We should have to teach students how to think creatively, how to communicate properly, and collaborate with fellow peers, students, friends. Why communicate properly? Nowadays, in WhatsApp, everyone, very less words are being used. Only emojis are working on actions, yeah, pictures. They convey a lot. Yeah, they convey a lot. And what happens? The words, learning words, conveying meaning, conveying in sentences, conveying conversation has gone. So their thinking also goes. So the critical thinking is important, creativity, and communicating properly and collaborating with people. Even not only for students, even for us, for teachers, collaborate with other teachers. There may be there's a small story like two woodcutters went to the forest to cut wood. So one was working continuously hard, non-stop, is cutting woods. Other person cut woods and sits in between, rests for a while, and again cuts. At the end of the day, they find the second man is who you think. Sorry, I was about to tell you a little bit. Who you think the one who was cutting continuously and the man who took rest in between, who would have cut a lot of wood? Who do you think? Naturally, logically thinking, looks like the man who non-stop cutting the woods. But at the end of the day, they found the man who's cutting, taking rest and cutting had a lot of wood. Can you tell me how it is possible? How this happened? Actually, I had a very severe throat thought for the past 3 days. I was on leave, but then Salim sir told me that Saturday. So really, I thought, okay, let me not say no. The second one, mashallah, good. Can you tell me how the second one would have got the uh, more woods? You're right. You're right. Second one got more woods. Very good. That's the thing. Yeah. So he was in between sharpening his axe every time, so he could find that. This is a story when I was teaching students. I use it to tell them what they are supposed to do in their break times and what are they doing. Okay. So knowledge these days is available, but it's not that we take for granted. Students are always learning and getting from AI and they know everything. No, no, they are not. As I said, 99.8% of them are only into entertainment. They are absolutely in entertainment and they are not with anything else. So knowledge in 21st century is not because of the AI, anything has changed. It depends it purely on the teachers. The teacher who stops learning, who will immediately, the teacher stops influencing the classroom. Yeah. Imagine a teacher stops learning. Imagine a classroom where there is, you go enter and the teacher is there and everybody taking down notes importantly. Yeah. Taking down notes and class is so quiet. Teacher is written something on the board and every day. Another class where little noisy people, students are asking a lot of questions and teacher is asking how to do it. For example, one boy asked the teacher, teacher, why the sky is blue? A teacher who prepared for that day's lessons, notes and everything, the teacher said like, sky is blue. My dear boy, this is not the topic that we want to learn today. Today's topic is different. But instead, another teacher said, sky is blue. Yeah, even I don't know why the sky is blue. Come on, let's find why the sky is blue. Why is it blue? Yeah, why the sea is looking blue, why the sky is blue. And she starts exploring and talking, discussing, making falls, asking different questions. And imagine which class is more creative and which one makes the students think, become curious. Mm. I used to teach in a special language school many years back in 2011. And there was a branch in Gurgaon, Delhi. There was no textbook used. I'm so grateful to Allah that my kids studied in that school. There was no textbook used at all. You know what? Every Monday, every Friday, they give a topic to the students. For example, environment pollution. That's it, environment pollution. From Saturday, Sunday, also students start working. From Monday classroom, every student will start working on environment pollution. Every student. This is, I'm talking about grade 4, grade 5. It's an IB school, international baccalaureate. They start working on it. I wasn't teaching IB, I was teaching the diploma program for plus one, plus two boys, but my kids were studying, so I know it. So they used to, every Monday to Wednesday, every student will prepare notes, encyclopedia, that, this. They all have tabs and lot of notes they will prepare about environment pollution. In the class, there are around 20 students. 20 students will have different notes. On Thursday, they will accumulate all. Everyone will read everything. And everyone will have very good knowledge about because they have been discussing it all. On Friday, they will form a textbook based on collection of all the students' thing put together and which one comes first, how, which is more detailed, which is basic, and then make a textbook. And by the time, absolute knowledge they will have about environment. They will not just be memorizing, they will not give definition, they will give real life things. They will now understood what is environment pollution. And if it is in max measurement, they would have given measure things in your home and count that. There's some other jobs are typical, and they will have a lot of measurement. Why centimeters? Why that was in inches? Why this is international, national? Lot of questions. Why that can be measured like that? Why a 3D object is measured? Why the 3D object have so many three different measurements? 2D has only two measurements, length and breadth. A lot of questions will happen, and at the end of the day, they will have a beautiful idea about measurements, geometrical shapes, everything. So that's how it's a practical most of important that we as teachers, it's not that knowledge is available now. The AI teachers are gone. Absolutely nothing of that way. Yeah, knowledge is available. Nothing has happened on that. Still, teachers are needed, and whatever happens, and our help, our interaction, our intervention into learning process absolutely needed. Yeah. Even grown-ups, forget about school, forget even ourselves, you could have seen that what we have done. We haven't learned any course, but even students in undergraduation, students in post-graduation, even in their own subject, when there is a project, even they may use some chat GPT, AI, try to get results and get it done. And ChatGPT also, we have a lot of it. In my subject, when they produce, when I give a project, it's about questioning. I keep the project and I question a lot of questions I ask based on the project. And if they're able to answer, then they at least whatever they've taken from ChatGPT, at least they've learned for the while. Yeah, that's what's important. So knowledge is always there available in 21st century also. It is the same. So knowledge is ultimately, as someone, as the teacher said in the beginning, absolutely, that's very correct. Knowledge is something which makes us a human being, absolute human being. That's what is all about. Any education, any system, any learning, which does not tell us how to be a human, then that is not teaching. That's not an education. That's not something which we want. Anything that should tell us at the end of the day, yeah, how to be human and how to live a collaborative life. That is more important. So knowledge in the 21st century has not, as we think and imagine, has taken huge shapes and different things. People are flying, cars have come, flying autos have come, nothing. Everything has come, but still human is still a human and human interaction and learning, and especially for children and kids. it's needed. So that's how in this few words, it's a few sharing of my what I thought about knowledge in 21st century. I would like to end up my speech. I thank Omid for having given me this chance. Thank you. Jazakallah. Alhamdulillah.
Jazakallah Shamsuddin Sahib. Sir has accepted our invitation, though he is not feeling well, very cold, affected by cold, but still on our request he is here. And many short stories he has told us to know the importance of knowledge. When the cup is full, we cannot add more. So if we want to add new things to our mind, remove already filthy things which are in our mind, then it can be filled with new ideas, new knowledge. Very good example Sir has given. Another example Sir has given, practical example, woodcutters, two woodcutters. One immediately going to the task of cutting the trees and one sharpening his axe. So the real person will be the one who is sharpening his weapon. So teachers have to sharpen their knowledge, and that is the real weapon, and that is the real superpower in the 21st century. And many more examples Shamsuddin Saab has given, very nicely presented, thought-provoking. Jazakallahu khair. With this, the program comes to an end. So in this, we are learning moral instructions. Also, we are getting Islamic knowledge. We are getting as well as academic knowledge. We are getting, and this good news should be spread to others. That we are telling to you. Even the whole family can sit and listen. The Maulana's bayan they are giving, isn't it? So everyone can listen. So you can put a mic also, a speaker also, and the whole family can listen to these bayans. So we have to take benefit from all these programs, and that needs a little attention. And hope yeah, you will do this day full, so that Sunday again we will be meeting 6:30. We must see more strength. With this, the program comes to an end.